Need advice? Taco Bob to the rescue. Time for Ask Taco Bob.
On 101.1 WJRR.
This is Orlando's rock station. I'm a bit concerned. Oh, there he is! Wow.
New pilot. Just bear with him.
We welcome in the world-renowned Life Coach LCTB. Segment brought to you by Petty's Meats. State Road 434 in Longwood, just west of I-4, one of the Life Coach's favorite pit stops to and from SoCal.
Yeah, thank you, Petty's. Always delivering high-quality meats, sides, desserts. They even have cheese of the week and wine tastings.
Does the new pilot, which that's news to all of us, know how to get over to Petty's?
I just want to keep this on the DL because what it is I have Brandon actually training somebody. He's not in on it.
He's training his own replacement and doesn't know it.
Just save it. I don't want him. Sometimes they listen over in the green room, so I don't want to blow the cover now. Drop it. Move on.
How corporate of you.
Move on. Thank you.
It's a famous corporate move right there.
You know it.
Looking dapper as always. I'm surprised you're going with shorts today. I would think that...
man, it's cold across the country. Not so much here, but God. It was even bad at my house in California.
Really?
Yeah, I had to have all those border jumpers covering my plants and vineyards. They should have had a few of them out at...
Covering your vineyards?
Yeah, all the grape bushes.
Gotcha.
The grapevines.
Gotcha.
You know, like you heard it through the grapevine, that's where wine comes from, that same grapevine that you hear it through. They should have had a few of them jumpers out at that Buffalo game, scooping snow. You know? I still can't believe the footage of that. It was up in the press box there. Yeah. Watch people dig out with their own hands. Good night. You Buffalo fans, man, power to you. Breaking tables, setting them on fire and jumping through them.
Did you see the group of the Bills Mafia that jumped off the top of the snowbank onto the flaming table?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
That's one of the ones. Some crazies, I tell you. LC, I'm wondering, by the way, 22526 is where you get these Life Coach questions to. There's been a lot this morning.
Yeah, it's overflowing, to be honest with you.
Any ones that we don't get to, we'll print up and get to next week. I'll give you an update on the chopper situation. Leave it at that next week.
We'll let it be.
LC, I'm wondering if you had any tips or tricks to win Rock the Bank. I could sure use that $1,000 to render your services and hopefully solve some of my problems and issues. It's a great idea. I mean, I look forward to taking your money. Counseling you. I only see two problems with this, sir or ma'am. First problem is that I don't have a trick for you to win Rock the Bank.
Well, we kind of give away the tips every day here, LCTB.
Well, LC doesn't have any tricks for him to win Rock the Bank. And like a serious trick. The other is after taxes, you still couldn't afford my services. Right. It's $1,000, but the government's going to take a little pinch. First keyword, what? Right around 9 o'clock.
Right around 9. Bookmark WJR.com. Have that just saved. That way you can get the keyword each hour and put it in.
Now, see, you're thinking that's a trick.
No, it's a tip.
Yeah, okay, a tip, but he or she's looking for tricks. Like, that'd be tricky. I have a coworker that continually snorts at work. Like that, right?
Like just snorts in general, not like part of a laugh or anything? You get that. Sometimes there's a laugh snort.
No, because then they follow it, and it's disgusting.
Oh, boy.
Help me, LC. Signed, Can't Concentrate, Carl. That's creative, Carl. There you go, buddy. He's talking about snot. Like, if you have a coworker who's doing that every day, always just go to the doctor, clear up your sinuses or something. For a second, I thought he was your coworker's partaking in some booger sugar. Some yayo. A little bit of toot for the snoot. If that was the case, at least he'd get a ton of work done fast, which would mean, Carl, less work for you. So maybe you look at the bright side of this and take advantage of him.
Buy him cocaine.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Or just talk him into, getting himself so you're not involved, because you're going to get less work, which is a win. The only downside is that's going to stop soon enough when the fentanyl gets him. So just give it time, Carl. You're not going to have a guy snorting anymore.
Jesus.
Life Coach, God, we got a lot of...
Wow, what was that?
How is it?
One you didn't want to answer, clearly.
No, that was one from last week. It got stuck in the pile. Life Coach went on a date and need your advice. Not sure if I should go on another date with him because he asked me to split the bill. Wait. Isn't that what people want now, is to split the bill? Isn't that what couples want? You can't win for losing with these women. If you try to get the bill, then they throw women's rights in there.
How'd you know that's a woman to be?
Because she said, okay.
Come on, speaking of today.
You're right.
Today, it might be a them.
Yeah, or just a gay dude. Wants another date with him, but, not sure because he asked to split the bill. Look, I'm going to assume this is a lady. We know what assuming does. Just chill. At least this means you're not obligated to give him dessert, if you know what I'm saying. Right? I mean, if he didn't pay for the bill, I mean, I'm a guy and I don't really know, but that's got to hurt,
Sure.
I mean, if you really think about it, Lynch, like you think about it with you, right?
Yeah.
It's going to hurt, right?
Sure.
Especially if he's got one of those. One of those. He's splitting more than the bill. LCTB,
Baby,
whether it's a man or a woman for the record, or them, as you said. Ow! Damn it, I just hit my knee. Let's get that pads on these metal bars. LCTB, we have way too many work meetings. So many that it actually seems like I don't have time to get actual work done. Problem is, I work in sales, so I need to be working to make money, not sitting in meeting after meeting. That reminds me of the ones here, right? The high anxiety meetings over there?
Yeah, that's those are something.
So I got to figure out how to get you out of the work meetings. Here's what you do. Unfortunately, it involves a meeting. I know we're trying to get away from those. But, no. This is a meeting sans management. That means without management. Like how high-tech people talk like that. So here's what you do. You call a meeting with all your coworkers. Again, I know we're getting away from meetings. Just bear with me. At that meeting, you come up with a list, right? 5 people each week that are going to fake COVID, and then 2 who are kind of belly aching and feeling sick, right? I know COVID is, it's like a thing of yesteryear, and I know 6 of you have it right now, but there's going to be 5 a week in your office that have it. Sooner or later, they're going to stop the meetings because they're going to think that they're causing the COVID outbreaks, right? And even if they say, they'll just do the meetings on Zoom. Well, you could just mute it and put the floaty initials up there. Like LC would be floating for Life Coach.
That's what I do.
PL would be floating for Pat Lynch. But while you're muted with the floaty face going...
I've done it while I was at Publix.
There you go.
It's a floaty face on my desktop at home. I'm on the meat aisle.
Yeah, he's got pleasurable shopping going on at that Publix. That's what they're saying. Meanwhile, you're making sales calls in the background, making money.
Sure.
While the meeting's going on.
Nice.
Yeah. That doesn't work. Go back to like 20 years ago when you had a big test and you're just calling a bomb. Need your help, LC. Don't do that. Caught my kid. Caught my kid. This is a twist, Pat. Caught my kid smoking cigs. Not only that, but it was in the car that I helped him buy. What should I do as a punishment? That's a twist. Some people say, you make him eat smoke cigarette after cigarette until he breaks down. You've heard that one.
How come TikTok hasn't discovered smoking yet?
What do you mean?
Everything that's old is new again. It's like,
trying to get people to start smoking
that's
again?
That's what I'm saying. It's coming if it hasn't happened yet.
Look, vinyl records are back. They're popular. Smoke while you listen to vinyl.
Start smoking.
No, we don't want people smoking. Stop. So you can have him smoke after smoke until he pukes, or make him eat the cigarettes as a punishment. On the other hand, I think the little bastard needs shock therapy to scare him straight. I'm not talking about shock with electrodes. He's a minor, I'm assuming. Otherwise, you're really pent up or upset about your car that you're partially paying for. I'm talking about scaring them straight. Like they do to the kids in prison, where all of a sudden they walk the good kids through a prison, and you look and there's a man over in the corner wanking it, and then there's another one doing the cut your throat symbol. There's one with a swastika on his chest going, you know what I am. And it's just a plethora of dirtbag. So What you do is just like Scared Straight, but you do the smoking version. You track down the new lady doing the Terry anti-smoking commercials. You know, like, hey, how are you? Right? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have her FaceTime your son to plan their prom date that you're making him go on with her, or you're taking the car back that you're half owner of. Full owner, if you ask me, because I guarantee he didn't co-sign with an S.
Terry's replacement to the prom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she wouldn't go over well. Hey,
I'm gonna step outside the gym to have a smoke.
I want to have some punch, but it's coming out of the hall. You're already hitting the button over there?
Yeah, we're about out of time for this week, LCTB. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
This is tricky.
Don't worry, we won't tell Brandon he's getting...
He's right outside the door. Hey, let's go, Brandon. And your replacement.
Taco on demand. Download the iHeartRadio app and listen anytime, anywhere.
This is JRR.